was a good substitute for you. And if you love me, but you never let me go. When the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really shown. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know.
Hello, hello, my friends. Excellent to have all of you join. We're going to be starting here in just a moment. I really, really appreciate you all coming. I don't have to introduce myself because you are all personally invited. And I thank you for taking just a couple of moments to spend some time with me while I am rolling out my brand launch. So I am here, and to assist me through this Zoominar, if you will, is my team e-responders. Kayeni, are you on?
Yeah, I'm right here. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Wonderful. And Kayeni is going to be in charge of the slides as we go through this. This is my first Zoominar. We've been practicing, and I thank you for your grace as we go through this together. So let's get started. Very good. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about were 3 important leaps that I've taken on my real estate career. Let's talk about one. The first thing that I did in my real estate career was become a real estate agent, a realtor. And that's been an exciting journey. I started about 7 years ago doing that. And it all began when my mom had a really bad real estate experience. And we talked at length about the process, and I saw that there was an absolute need for someone to be advocating on behalf of buyers and behalf of sellers. I remember saying to her, wait a minute, doesn't that agent work for you? It just didn't make sense to me, and I knew that there was something there. That, after several years, about 6.5 years, came to my second leap. And that was starting my own brokerage. That was the Gorman Real Estate Collective. I saw so many of you at the grand opening. I'm so grateful for that. And many of you just reached out. I'm excited to have this opportunity because we can be virtual, and I get to connect with a lot of my people that are not local. So that was a very exciting time for me, starting the brokerage in December and having the rollout May 25th. And that leads me to my third leap. And that is launching my brand, right? And what does that exactly look like? What is my brand? And how am I showing up in the world of real estate to be of best service for everybody? So let's show them. And the big question is, why now? You know, I think that I took real estate from an opportunity to have a career to really creating a real estate life, building a lot of confidence, spending time understanding all of the process and procedure and best practices, and then being able to take all of that with all of the training that I have on a personal level and a spiritual level and create my brand. As far as inspiration goes, a couple of things really come to mind for me. And the first one is making heart space connections. So real estate never, for me, even from the very beginning of deciding to make this a career, was all about heart space connections, truly understanding what people need, not just from a transaction point of view, but understanding that it's very emotional, that there's a lot involved, and that there are tools and ways that we can be showing up, that I can be showing up for my clients, and that clients can be showing up to make their experience the way they want it. A beautiful moment for me recently, I have a house in Oscoda that is listed for sale. And I sat down to meet with my client. She's in her 80s, and her husband recently passed away, and that's why she's moving. We sat down old school at her kitchen table with paper and pen to sign documents. And she had the opportunity to connect with me and tell me about earlier in the day how she was going through drawers, cleaning out her home in preparation for the move, and found some love letters from her deceased husband, and he wrote them to her in the war, decades and decades ago. And she just had an opportunity to tell me about that. And she got very teary-eyed. And I was able to just sit there and hold space for her, knowing that this house was more than just an asset, was more than just a transaction, that she had a connection to the home. It was a special place for her and her family. So heart space connections is one of my true inspirations in real estate. The second one, hold, is working with Dr. Tamika Bryant. There are a ton of her tribe, our tribe here on the call supporting me today. And I am so grateful for that love and showing up. And working with Dr. Tamika Bryant has been life-changing for me. She really took everything that I knew in real estate, blew it out of the water, and put it back together. And one of the big things that she talks a lot about as her company is being niched is becoming niched, right? How are you showing up? What value do you bring that's different? Not just being a great negotiator, because of course we all need that. Not just helping people. That kind of makes me insane. We all want to help people to a certain degree. But really, how can I show up and add value to my clients' transactions and essentially to their lives and creating relationships in a different way? And she taught me to just show up scared and try new things and go bigger and create a whole brand for myself. She was the beginning of taking this idea that I had and really making it go to light. So thank you. Without further ado, let's talk about the Gorman Real Estate Collective branding. Woo woo biz. So we're not just talking about real estate, we're also talking about business in general, right? So for many years, I studied tons of different spiritual practices, anything from working with energy, doing gong meditations, doing regular meditations, working with many practitioners, radionics, working with Bach flower remedies, and understanding that there's different ways that you can show up in your life and create harmony. And so Woo Woo Biz is about creating that harmony and introducing that harmony in real estate. Next slide. And my tagline, because we all know I'm a little bit inappropriate, is manifest that shit. So it's not always just about hard work, and it's more than just great negotiating. It's different ways that I can help you manifest the way that you want to show up in your real estate transaction. So the Woo Woo Biz Manifest That Shit platform, we have started a Facebook group, and I'm encouraging you, if you're on Facebook, to join. If you're not, that's okay too. I can absolutely connect with you via email. But there's several different ways that I'm going to be showing up to assist you in manifesting the real estate experience that you want, and understanding just some tools that you can use on your day-to-day life to assist you in getting what you want, manifesting what you're looking for. So tips for bringing woo-woo into your home, the benefits of a woo-woo practice, woo-woo inspiration, how to manifest with woo-woo, sharing of personal woo-woo experiences, and then woo talks. So having monthly live virtual events with woo-woo experts. So many of you on here I have connected with, not just in real estate, but in this woo-woo world, if you will. I'm terming it that, but we all call it a little bit something different. And I am so grateful for all of those pieces of the journey. They're all things that I utilize in my business that are not traditional, and they work really well. And this isn't religious. This isn't for everybody, right? This is to work with a specific niche of people. And when I've done it in the past, it's really become magical. I'm also going to have, besides the Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a YouTube channel. So if you're not on the Facebook, you can check me out on one of these other methods here. This talk, this rollout, if you will, of the brand launch is going to be on the YouTube channel. And then I'm also going to have future Woo Talks go onto the channel as well. I have connected with several of you about the opportunity of coming on to speak. I feel like so many of the people in my inner network have something so valuable that can be shared with my network of people, with not just my clients, but with everyone that I interact with on the daily. So the Facebook page, there's some look at what that's going to look like. The Facebook page here, some of the different pieces for branding that the e-responders have created for me. So that's the Facebook page. We have the Instagram page. These are things that you can look for and see rolling out if you join my Instagram, and YouTube as well. So these are the things that you'll have the opportunity to connect with me on and really help me grow this beautiful community. This is a just listed, and how it's showing up just a little bit softer with a little bit of that woo feel. It's not just a hard transaction. It's really about a feeling and about an experience.
And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you want. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you want. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you want. Rufus, boy, let me love, without ever letting you know. Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you want. Without ever letting you know. Caught up in my tea. Money when I speak. Caught up in my tea. And I missed you in the basement. Yeah, caught up in my tea. Bodies on the pavement.
Wonderful. Thank you for taking a couple of minutes to understand what the woo-woo experience is and how it's going to be showing up as I'm working in this field of real estate. I'd love to just take a couple of minutes and ask for some input from you, some questions, some comments or statements. I know many of you, we've worked in this capacity together through real estate. I would love anything that you have to add here. You can scroll onto the bottom and raise your hand. That'll be an opportunity. Or you can also click into the chat, and in the chat we can talk there too. So just asking for some feedback, any questions you might have, or any experiences that you'd like to share. Apparently my dogs want to make some comments, so, you know, working from home. Hi, Rita. I see that you have your hand up. Would you like to say something? I would love to hear from you. You've been an amazing part of my spiritual journey and holding space for the Women's Circle. Did you want to put your hand up, Rita, or I'm going to let Kayani connect here and see. I see that you're on mute right now. Ah, Jojo. I would love to hear from you, Jojo.
Hello.
Hi.
First of all, this is amazing and congratulations. Paul and I are very happy for it and excited for you. But I do have a question. How is this being received by your current clients? And how are you introducing it to your current clients and your past clients? Like, how are you launching it within that? Because as you know, like, I love this type of thing. It's completely up my alley. But I've always been, like, oh, you're a professional and you can't, bring this type of softness to this field. And it's a harsh field and, that type of a thing. So I guess I'm just curious, like, how are you integrating it and how will you be integrating it in your practice?
Right. Great question. And it's why I've kind of been undercover with it for a long time. Uh, and you're an amazing mortgage broker, and that's why we've been able to connect so well, because we have that heart space together, and we've had these conversations, right? And I think that it's an opportunity to present. It's not a one size fits all, and that's okay. And I really, Dr. Tamika and I have spent some time talking about that, but it's a niche, right? And so there's going to be certain people that are open to it. And so I'm not going to stop doing traditional real estate, right? This is not no longer traditional real estate space. This is an additional opportunity. So I did add it to my website, the AllisonGorman.com, as an opportunity to serve in that way. I think that there's a lot of people that show up in that space for me. For example, we've done work together. In fact, there's one lady that I assisted with, and I met her at Gong, right? We go to Gong sound wave therapy together. And so I knew that she was somebody that we could talk about writing gratitude letters and talking about manifesting her future home and things like that. So definitely not the one size fits all. And it's very interesting too, because my traditional real estate clients, when I kind of poke around or maybe just start with something like a gratitude letter, I kind of gauge, do they do it? What kind of questions do they have? And then maybe we start talking about crystals. And then maybe we're starting to talk about Palo Santo. And I've been working on being more present in my community locally in Clawson. And what I started handing out with my card is a piece of Palo Santo with how to clear energy in your home. So I would say that it's surprisingly, people are more open to it than you would anticipate. And I'm kind of excited to bring this out. Even when I was speaking with Xander, who is in charge of the e-responders, the virtual team I work with KNE, I'm like, I don't know. This has been like my secret weapon for so long,
Yeah. Well, I think people are, to your point, I think people are ready for this. I think if the last 3, 4, 5 years has taught us anything, is that we need this in the space. And the world, I think, will respond very well. And I asked it in the form of a question, but my internal feeling is this is sorely lacking in our industry amongst, the world, but our industry is such a core of how the world operates, the financial world. And so I'm really proud of you for doing this, because I think there's an empty space that needs to be filled, and you're filling it. So it's definitely a niche. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for showing up for me and for my clients. It's
Always
such a relief to know that you're working for their highest and best good with me. It is such a relief. So thank you.
It's a real pleasure working with you and Jason, I gotta say.
Yeah.
You too, Paul. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison.
Miss Renata.
Yes, I finally can come off mute. I don't know what was wrong with it, but I just want to say I am so very proud of you. I remember us the first time I met you, we were at TJ at the Beach, and you did not have your own brokerage at the time. I think you were thinking about doing your own brokerage, but you weren't really sure. So I remember that very first conversation, and I think it was LaShawna and I were sitting there talking to you, and being that LaShawna is owns her own brokerage, she was saying, why don't you do it, do your own. And I was like, yeah, do your own. And here you are now. So I just wanted to come on and say how proud I am. Very proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That means the world. And that was 100% the changing moment, We were sitting in the Dominican Republic preparing to go on an investors tour, and the two of y'all were sitting with me, and it literally went something like, oh, you don't have your own brokerage yet? Well, I don't know if you should be rolling with us. That's how it went. Okay, let's pretend like it was nicer and it was loving, but I was like, you're right. And the both of you are like, what are you waiting for? Like, you're a broker, you have your broker's license, and just being a part of the tribe and having everyone's support means everything. And getting inspired by watching you and your development team and creating all of the affordable housing that you're doing is so inspiring. And I see your niche, and I'm excited to have mine to be able to show up in an authentic way to serve, right? Because we got to stick together. And thank you so much for taking the time to be on here with me today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the invite.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone else?
Hey, Allie.
Hi, Miss Angela, my sunset sunrise lady.
I just want to say, girl, you know, I am so very, very proud of you. We've also had this conversation before you started your brokerage, and we were like, just do it scared. So I am so proud of you. You are an inspiration to us all. Anything the tribe can do to support you, you know we will. And others are looking at you, girl. So, you know, you inspire us and you inspire others. I really like this woo-woo, and I want to get some more information from you on it. And I don't know, it gives me a warm and fuzzy feeling, and I absolutely love it. So congratulations, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Your personal support and cheerleading has been phenomenal, and our time together working through Be Niched and watching you rise into your greatness and your position, and going from buying and selling real estate to investing to being in charge of a whole international sales team. Wow, y'all make me level up, because I have to. I can't just, you know, be hanging out. And I would love to give you some of these tools, because they really work and they're an opportunity. I think it was in one of our groups. It might have even been like a Talk to Tamika Tuesday that Doc does. And we talked about, you know, being sure and being careful that you're not raising the temperature in the transaction, right? That you are the one that is the thermostat. And so some of these tools can really take everything back down to reality. We don't have to get all crazy. I can pull out the crazy if I need to, and you're trying to mess with my client. But ultimately, there's better ways, there's easier ways, and there's more harmonious ways to work through what we do on the regular to help people in the real estate capacity. Is there anyone else that has any questions, comments? I would love to hear from any past clients.
Allison.
Eric. Oh, who's saying my name?
Yes, hi, Allison.
Eric, hi.
I am so freaking proud of you.
Thank you.
I am for sure going to join every platform that you have. I am going to be officially an official stalker. Okay. But I am definitely proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. We've had some really heart-to-heart conversations about how we want to show up in real estate. And I can't even begin to explain how much that's helped me. And I mean, if you can bring the fan and be my biggest fan, I'm here for it. So
okay. For sure.
Thank you. Libby, did you have something you wanted to add?
I would love to. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sounds
okay. Great. I'm in Millennium Park in Chicago, so it's really quiet and then it gets noisy. So I'll try to make this quick. I am so excited and proud of you right now. I've just gotten to know you over this last year, and it makes my heart sing to see a realtor who is owning the energy involved in selling houses. I've worked with sellers and real estate agents since 2007, clearing houses to accelerate the sale. And I work with events and spaces as well. And you are the first person who's really owned it with their business. So kudos to you. I am so excited to see where this is going. It's already taken you to amazing places. So I am here for it and ready to see you just go to that next level.
Thank you so, so much. And I know we met in a most auspicious way to connect and understand. And I'm so grateful for you. And I know I've called on you when I've had some crazy real estate stuff going on, like, Libby, I need you to send some energy, clear that out because something's happening. And I think too, for all of my international realtors, agents, salespeople that are on here, Libby does clearing for you for travel. So you tell her where you're going, when you're going, and she will clear the energy and the space. And she's made incredible things happen. I've watched it. So if you want a Zen travel space, Libby's your girl.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Doc, I see you got your hand up.
Hey, 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 Allison.
Hi.
Well, I just wanted to, of course, send my love and light to you on this day. You put in the work, girl. So let me just say that you got through that one-on-one coaching. There were days I wasn't sure you were going to get through it, because we had to do some internal work, right? We had to pull out what your company was all about and not be afraid that it wasn't going to look like someone else's. So congratulations to you, and a super kudos to Jason, because he was in there too, he was in the background listening to what we were doing and then would show up and put in his work as well, because it's a team that makes all of this happen. No one person builds a company by themselves. There are all the things that it takes. It's the clients and everything else. And so congratulations on digging deep and coming out with, if anyone's looking at this, they can see that this is all you, from every color, every aspect of it. It's just you. And so many people frown upon, being authentic in this space because no one else is doing it. And it's not what the gurus tell folks they should do. So I just want to put that out there and let folks know that you put in the work to get here, and to do this. And we're all excited to see what this looks like in a month, in 2 months, in 6 months, in a year, because it's all you. And I know you're going to just kick butt for the next year in doing this. What you've accomplished in just this last year since I met you, from Teacher to Beach to this year's Teacher to Beach, I can't even put all the bullet points up here, but we'll talk more about that and celebrate in a couple of weeks. So congratulations to you and Jason. And this is so awesome. And the woo-woo theme, I'm here for it.
Woo-hoo. We're gonna get woo-woo, Doc.
Oh my God.
I'm a little bit special, crazy. I don't know. I think that's why I fit with the tribe, but I can't even begin to tell you. I've had this woo-woo thought for a long time, and it wasn't till spending that time and deciding to invest back in me and my business through working with you, because you're the GOAT and you're like, this is it. This is who you are. Like, make it happen. So thank you for that. Thank you. And thank you for showing up, because I know you're hella busy and it means the world to me.
Allison, you look amazing.
Oh,
And look at this beautiful pink color. I am so happy to finally see you.
so good to see
I
you.
just definitely a lot to think about it. You know me, I'm kind of new to this, but I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much. Being on the
finally
yoga
find the right date.
being on the yoga, you know, getting to meet you on the yoga retreat was so special, and I really felt like we had a heart connection. And I'm excited to be here.
You are, I mean, just like you make me proud. I know you. Jesus, it's just so hard. I mean, I'm jealous. Envy. Let's put it this way, envy.
You're beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
April, did you have something to add?
Well, I just want to say that I am so grateful to be sharing this journey with you and so excited. I'm a cheerleader for you, and you know, I'm all the woo-woo and excited to see people carrying that forward and implementing it in areas of the world that aren't normal, that aren't normally implemented, but that make perfect sense. Because what is home? But all of the sacred things that may be called woo-woo or may just be normal to those of us who the world consider woo-woo, right? I'm really proud of you and so glad to be supportive and here cheering you on and seeing you as you grow by leaps and bounds. You've come so far, my friend, and you are stepping into your greatest self, and it's just really beautiful to witness. And that's all. I'm just thrilled to see you sharing your light with the world.
Thank you so much. It's all those workshops of yours that I took and was able to take the bits and pieces that really resonated with me, and our time spending together doing all of the manifestation workshops and the miracle tribe groups. And you've been such an instrument for me to really connect to this space, to be able to bring it to the world and to bring it to real estate. This is what I'm asking for. The opportunity for you to join the Facebook group if you are a part of Facebook, and invite 3 woo-woo friends to join the group. That would be a blessing. That would be an exciting opportunity. And it's not just about real estate, right? We're not going to be just speaking about real estate. I'm going to be bringing in all sorts of people. Many of you I've talked to already about, hey, would you mind coming on to chat about what service you offer and how you are showing up in the woo-woo world, as I term it. Once you invite 3 friends to the Facebook group, you can shoot me a message either on Facebook or email or text, and with your mailing address, and I'd love to send you a special woo-woo surprise. So that is my ask today. That is the call to action. Thank you so much. I really am just blessed with your time and the opportunity to be here with all of you. You all mean the world to me, and without all of the experiences I've had with you, I would not be here. I just feel very full and very excited to show up in this space and work and support all of you as well as me. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night.
Brother was such a substitute for you. And if you love me,